Everybody, their father, their mother, their grandmother, their aunties are. I'm tired, and I feel like I say that a lot. I need to add some water to it. Let's add some water to it. I just thought it was going to be a straightforward trip. It wasn't. So I'm tired, and I feel like I say that a lot. And I shouldn't be saying that a lot, but I am tired. So I originally recorded videos in the morning before going to class. I had a presentation today. It was about the construction of the Burj Khalifa. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it was about the construction of that. It was to analyze it from the perspective of a project manager. So I did that. So I made the videos, or I recorded the videos before leaving, and I was so hyped up and so excited because I genuinely enjoyed doing research for this project. And so I was really excited to present it. But everything I recorded like disappeared. I don't know, my flash. I posted about it though. My flash, which I used to record things directly, wasn't working anymore. I don't have that much storage on my phone, and for me to talk for 10 minutes, my phone would switch off on me. So I use a flash. It's a 4-way flash. So I used that, and I was trying to use that in the morning and it wasn't working. I recorded like getting ready and everything. Oh my god. But when I tried to save it, it was just acting up. Anyways, so I was trying to fix it even before my presentation so I could like make a recording or take a video of the presentation. But it wasn't working, like I said. So I came back to hostel. I came back to my room to get my jacket actually, because it is freezing out. Well, it's not freezing, but like I'm really cold. It was really cold and it was drizzling the time I came here. So I wanted to get my jacket and my umbrella because I have a class. I'm actually supposed to be in class right now, but my stomach hurts and I'm trying to kind of wait it out to get some type of relief. It might be because I haven't eaten today, and it might also be because I had gum and I haven't had enough water either. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just here until my next class. My next class is at 4. I can't even go for this class because it's like 40 minutes into the class, and I would rather not go because I would find it disrespectful, like going late to an event. However, I don't know, I'd just be really embarrassed coming into class 40 minutes late. So anyways, and then what else? Yeah, I have a class at 4 and I think it's going to cross over to like it's 2 periods, so I think it's 4 to 8. I don't know, can't remember. But yeah, I'm going to be in class for a while, and I think while I'm here I should make something like light to eat. This is why I miss noodles. And I just made noodles now and eating. As simple as that. But no, I don't want to have oats. I don't want to have something sugary. I want to have something flavorful. Oh, and it's working now. Bottom line, I had to format the flash. Let me show you my outfit. When I had glasses on and rings as well. Imagine this thing is not even recording. Oh, that's gratis. But anyways, let me show you. I look and feel like an accountant. I don't know why. I'm tempted to have iced coffee because I need some sort of energy, but I'm not going to entertain that. Before my body had access to iced coffee, we did things naturally. We slept in the classes. So, well, actually, we just fought sleep. So, yeah. I think I'm just going to that because I'm getting a headache from chewing gum on an empty stomach. Interesting. Yeah.
hours later.
Outfit is not cute again. It's better. The flash is still misbehaving, and I'm whispering because I'm in a public space and someone could come, and I'm shy. Anyways, I'm going to get some groceries, just a few things, and I'm currently waiting for the bus. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
2 hours later.
I'm so hungry and I have lots of things that I need to do and I would like to do and just get over with this week. I have 3 presentations, one of which I don't even understand what we're supposed to do. I don't even know how you make a presentation based on statistics. Anyways, so if I can sort out like one's a personal presentation, the other is a group presentation. So the person that the people that I'm doing it with, we're going to conclude the presentation this week, so I'm not really bothered about that. Then, yeah, and then the last thing I had to do is a corporate finance analysis. And I think that's all my work for this. Okay, now I have my presentation. I'm just not sure of like the criteria for the presentation, because she mentioned that she was going to give us a case study and we were going to analyze some things. So I'm going to have to ask my classmates for that. So that's 4 presentations actually. I can sort out the two presentations this week. I'm going to be so glad. And then if I can work on the corporate finance analysis, that would be beautiful as well. And then I have a test coming up. I have tests coming up, sorry. Is there anyone that I'm bothered about? Yes, statistics and corporate finance, but I'm only bothered about corporate finance because I'm not sure exactly what the test is going to be like. I need to eat, and that means I have to cook. So I have to cook something, and I think I'm in the mood to do some batch cooking. But we'll see.
Few minutes later.
So I came to later. I just had a cup of yogurt that should hold me while I take a nap. Okay. Okay. So just came back from class. Okay. So last week, the teacher of the class I just had, I can't remember what brought this conversation up, but he said that if you come early to class today, I think, that we're going to have like a quick coffee and biscuits or cupcakes. We're just going to have coffee and biscuits before the class. And I thought, well, it's not like I didn't believe him, but the spread was crazy. He brought bananas, he brought like 3 different types of coffees, brought tea, brought biscuits, brought chocolates, brought I think I saw Jaffa cakes there, but I'm not sure. He brought orange slices. It was so cute. I was so thoughtful. Like when he said that last week, I was just thinking, okay, just coffee, right, and biscuits. The whole spread, nah, that was crazy. Oof. Anyways, I think that was really cute. Really nice, rather. I think that was really nice of him to actually come through with that. Yesterday, I did not do any of the plans that I made, any of the academic plans I made yesterday, and yesterday would have been the perfect time to do it, but I didn't do it. I'd like to explain why I didn't do it, but it would just be an excuse, you know, because I could have done it. I really could have. I'm not going to beat myself about it, shall we? Have a break coming up. I just do them there. I also have Friday. I should have time on Friday. Yeah, I should have time on Friday. So I could also work on the presentation and the corporate finance analysis on Friday as well. I've been so irresponsible this week, like with my time. I need to do better. I like that I know how to position my phone rather in a way that like there's space above my head, right? Like I'm not cutting myself here. Whatever. I'm about to take, well, I'm not going to take a nap now. I want to eat. I need to eat something. I have work today, so I need to eat something and then sleep. Then when I wake up, obviously, I'm going to go to work. I've also been slacking. Like I don't know. I don't think I've been consistent in anything these days. I don't think so. Well, I've been consistent with like content a bit. I don't know. It wasn't even like intentional consistency. It was just I felt like doing it and that's all. I haven't been consistent in any area of my life. Like spiritually, I haven't studied I've read my Bible a few days, not consistently. I don't think I've studied my Bible this semester, since this semester started. And we are now like in the second quarter of the year. And the goals that I made for the last quarter, I I think I achieved like 2 out of maybe 5 that I said. I was supposed to work out consistently at least the first quarter of the year. I worked out for like maybe 2 weeks and then I stopped. I was also supposed to release the digital course. I did that. I was supposed to have breakfast before classes. I think I'm doing a pretty... I started really well. Then, like I said, I've been lacking. So, I don't know. I need to do better with that. I don't know why breakfast is such a hard thing for me. Because I don't want to have bread and eggs. Although, the sandwich I made on Monday was really nice. So, I might consider that. However, I can't be having that every day. And the next quick thing to make is oats. And not that I'm trying to avoid sugar, but like, oats are so boring. They are so boring, and that's that. Also, the tea I had today kind of motivated me to start taking the tea I have in my cupboard. So I don't have anything like I can have as breakfast, and so my only other option is to like, make dinner before, so that you can make something for dinner and let it cross over to the morning, so I can have something for classes. That's the most realistic approach, to this breakfast for me, because I'll be so hungry and then tired, and then I'll have coffee and then I'll have a headache because of the coffee on an empty stomach. And it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. I also have shifts with two of my friends, so it might be less soul sucking today. Yeah.
Shut stop vlog.
Period.
It's so soon.
That's all what you guys. I just came back from work. Sorry. I just came back from work. And see Chef F for a reason. So I didn't really add too much sugar inside. That's why I sprinkled like sugar on top. We do lacks kind of lacks sugar. Love it. So good. Blessing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Yeah, I really appreciate the thoughtful.
We are crazy, you there. But I cannot do that at the moment. I have a family friend coming over, and I'm supposed to make afang soup for him. He is already in my city. He's just on the way to me. So let's see how quickly I can get this done. Let me check the time. Sadly, I become one of those content creators. I always have 5 minutes to get dressed, get ready, whatever, makeup, whatever. But this is with soup, and if you know, you know. Anyways, time is 1:03. Let's see how far you can go. I washed the beef. Now I'm just going to season it not as much as I can, like I'm just going to season it basically and try to move as quickly as I can. trying to move as quickly as I can to achieve the impossible. You know how I know that this rush is not cannot be serious, because I don't know why someone is rushing to get something done and the only thing they're thinking of is cleaning the cooker. I just like to have a fresh surface, basically. So I have placed the meat on, I would call it high heat, and I have put, I should put, I don't know if I should put an onion for the stock, but I will add some salt. And I just got this paprika paste. I'm using it as pepper. Okay. I'm just going to let it steam in its own meat for steam in its own, what they call it, juice or something. To increase the stock and to kind of cook it further. Okay, so I've just finished chopping the baby spinach. My knife cutting skills are really questionable at this point, but I'm rushing. Next thing I'm going to do is soak the afang. But let me just show you how it's looking. So this is the baby spinach. Baby spinach. Yeah, baby spinach. Cut up. And the meat is still cooking. I tasted it, it's still tough. So I'm letting it simmer for a bit. Simmer. Hey, come on. Period. This is the afang in question. It's dried up. That's why it looks like this. I've also just put, it's not me acting like I'm in a cooking show, but I just put the afang in this bowl. I'm going to add hot water and let it soak for a bit so it can expand a little bit. And I think that's basically what I need. Okay, so my guest is here. Not in my hostel yet, but he's on his way here. And I haven't made the soup, so I think I'm going to come to 2 conclusions. 1, you guys are liars. 2, you guys are liars. 3, it's impossible to make soup in like 45 45 minutes. Well, unless I try again another time. But anyways, yeah, he's coming. My family friend has left and I'm exhausted. First of all, okay, now I can talk about my day. Oh my god, I had the shittiest day I've had in a while. Everything was trying to piss me off. But I felt seen by God today, regardless. So let's just start from yesterday. So this is my family friend. I'd been expecting for like 2 weeks. That means I knew he was going to come today 2 weeks ago. I mean, is it 2 weeks? I don't know if it's 2 weeks or a week. I can't remember. But anyways, so yesterday I had a shift. Ended at 10. I ended up sleeping by like 12, past 12. I had an 8 a.m. class today and a 10 a.m. class as well. Now, because I had slept kind of late, not too late, but the exhaustion from work yesterday, and then the fact that I didn't really sleep well. Then the class I had in the morning, it was I would say that it was interesting. Like the topics we had today was interesting. But I was just so sleepy. I kept on changing positions to fight the sleep. Anyways, whatever. So I was dealing with that, and then my 10 a.m. class is a practical class. We're working with an application. We have an example that we're actively working. Like, how do I put it? This example is what we're using to learn how to use the application, right? And so the teacher said that if we were done doing, like, we could work on it by ourselves at home. And she said that if we're done with it, we don't have to come for the practical classes, because obviously it means that we understand the application, or at least we know how to follow instructions and, you know, navigate, whatever. So I worked on it was it last week? I worked on it last week, right? That's what I went to the library to do last week. But then I made a mistake anyways, which I ended up correcting in class last week, and it was such a relief. Anyways, whatever. So last week as well, I was helping someone to navigate through the application, and I guess that got her attention, because today I came in to kind of finish the example. Today was supposed to be the last practice, right, before the test. Thank you. And so I just came in to finish the example so that I could leave early to come back. I even forgot what I was saying. The main thing is I was supposed to make afang soup for this my family friend, right? And with the way my week was going, I didn't want to make the soup too early, and I didn't want to end up rushing like I did today. And so I kind of planned that, okay, maybe I'll make the soup Wednesday night after work. But then after work, I was like, I didn't even stay out. I don't think, after I finished eating, I don't think I stayed up till like an hour or so. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. The bottom line is I was way too tired to make anything last night. And I kind of reasoned that I have an early class today, so I don't want to risk that. And so I just slept. Back to the practical class, right? So I just came to finish my work, and then she was like, wait, let me even sit up, Seth. Okay, so as I was saying, the practical, this thing, whatever. So I really just came to finish up the okay, I guess that's better. I really just came to class to finish up the example, because at this point, like, 75% of my classmates are done with the exercise, and I just wanted to be among whatever. So I just went to a corner, basically. I sat down there and I just started working on like the rest of the example. And then the teacher offered me a proposal. Yeah, she was like, I should write the test. I can write the test now. It's kind of like the example that she gave. And so I was just like, okay, cool, that's all right. And so I wrote the test. So now I don't have to come for the class. I have to come for the test. I know I did well because, come on, it's me. Anyways, so that was one good thing that happened. After this, I was like, okay, I need to get something for the soup. It was so annoying. I was in class and I wanted to take a bus from class to one of the stores. I plan to go to 2 stores. So I wanted to take the bus from the university building to the first store. First of all, it was like I came out, I was done with the test by like 11:30 or so, and I was like, oh god, I'm so happy. I was so happy because I had time, right? My friend was supposed to arrive at 12:30 or around 12:30, whatever. Estimated time. His ETA was 12:30, and well, his ETA to my city was 12:30, but then coming to me would have been like maybe 30 minutes extra or something. So I left. I went to the bus stop at like 11:27 or 11:23. Yeah, I think it was 27. So I went to the bus by 11:27, and the time for the bus, which by the way was wrong bus, but okay, was 11:40. The first time I looked at the time, it was 11:40 something. I think 11:45 or so for it to come. And so I stood there, and the next time I looked at the bus skinny, it was 11:52. So the bus ETA was 11:52, and I was like, oh Jesus. Obviously I was pissed off. I was already getting irritated, and the sun, it was so hot, which was crazy because this morning when I came out, wind wanted to push me away. I don't even understand. Like, it was so cold in the morning, and then I'm wearing a hoodie and a jacket. Jesus. Anyways, so after that, okay, so I got on the bus. Wrong bus, by the way. Got on the bus. Thankfully I realized it was the wrong bus. I suspected it was the wrong bus. Thankfully, my friend got on the bus too, and he was going to class. So he just took the bus to his where he has his classes outside the university building. So he just took the bus from there to the bus stop close to his building, and I was looking at him like, what are you going to? He said he's going to class, and I realized that I was on the wrong bus. I had to get down on the same stop at the same stop that he got off, and I walked to the next stop. Not that far, but I walked to the next stop, right? And I did not have data because I just thought it was going to be a straightforward trip. It wasn't. Okay, so I walked to that bus stop. I walked to the other bus stop, which the right bus would have come to there, but then I couldn't read the bus stop sign that was there, and so I don't know, I stood there for like a while. I stood there for like maybe 2 minutes, and then I was like, well, let me just walk to the next bus stop. So then I walked to the next bus stop, which is the one I'm actually sure of. Like, I stand there a lot, so I know that anybody that's coming here is going to take me to the store. So I went there, I stood. Turns out I can't actually read bus stop signs because the time that the bus was coming at wasn't too far off. what am I saying? It was the correct time, whatever, that I saw at the other bus stop. Kidding. So I sat down there for like 3 minutes, and in my head I'm thinking, why? Because I wanted to go to 2 stores, right? And I was just like, why am I going to 2 of them? What do I really need in at the first one that I can't get at the one that's closer to me? So, brethren, I walked once again to this place. So I walked to the second store, the one closer. I walked there, and then there's a public holiday tomorrow, so stores will be closed. And everybody, their father, their mother, their grandmother, their aunties are like just wrestling to get things at the store, from the store rather. And so there are no like little trolleys in the store. Mind you, I'm on a time crunch, right? Because I wanted to make that soup before he came here. Anyways, so I got into the store. I found like a little cart, like a kid's cart. And then I just got what I needed. And then I met my roommate Desef. The next thing that happened was I needed palm oil for the soup, right? And I don't know why I did not ask anybody yesterday, but I asked almost every Nigerian. Yeah, I asked almost every Nigerian on my contact list that was in my vicinity if they had palm oil, and everybody was like they were either in class or they did not have. And I don't know why all their classes ended at 4 p.m. today. I honestly, I didn't even know what I was going to do, because palm oil is a very, what do you call it now, very important part of the soup. So the second good thing that happened to me today was that when I was coming back from like the store, I saw one of my friends. I had asked her roommate if she had palm oil. Said yes. Like I said earlier, everybody was in class. So how wonderful is it that as I'm going back to our hostel, she is going, like she was stepping out. So I just asked her for her room key, and I was able to get the palm oil. So that was oh my god, that was such a relief. I'm so thankful to God for that. And the test thing, soup was nice. I felt like it was salty, a bit salty, and that was not my best work. And I think it's because he was here when I was cooking. So I'm going to blame it on him, even though he said it was really nice, but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, that's how my day went. I'm going to take a nap because I'm tired, and I've been holding in this nap since. I need to sleep. Today is Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. I'm kind of late. I already have my bag. Should I chew gum? Let's go.
If you turn at your face with that. Why do they love my English?
Who said that?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, wait, let me go.
Yeah, see if even if I stand safe.